Cindy Cross here, and I'm at Wagner's Rose Nursery in Kalangadoo in the southeast. And the purpose of today's video is to show you how you can do an amazing arrangement just at home in either a pot or a vase with actually using florist foam, which is something that soaks in the water, and it allows you to create an amazing arrangement without holding it in your hands, and it also lasts for a long time. So as usual, when I make a bunch of flowers or an arrangement, I really follow the 3 F's of flower arranging. And it's not a swear word, it is focal, it is foliage, and it is filler. And the focal, which is in this case some of these amazing roses, the focal, they go in at the end, and the foliage goes in at the start, and the filler goes in the middle. And then you can tweak it to do what you want. But first of all, we've got to start with the foam. And here, these cost a couple of dollars each, and you can get them everywhere. You see them in all sorts of shops. So I've soaked this in water, and it's very heavy. I can feel it. It's completely soaked in the water. It's been in there for about 20 minutes. Sometimes I'm a bit too impatient and I leave it in for only 10 minutes. And you can see when you cut it open that it's a bit dry in the middle. It's fine, still use it, but top it up with water in your pot. Now the pot is the other thing, this gorgeously clean inside pot here. This just needs to hold water, so any receptacle that holds water. Now if yours doesn't hold water, all you need is some cello, and you line it with some cello, and then you go to this next step. So I've got a sharp knife here, and I'm going to see how much I can get in here. So that's to there, that's pushed in as far as it can go. Now all I need to do is chop it off to the height of the pot. Now I haven't filled, look, ooh, see, dry patch. It's alright, I'll fill it up in a minute. So now I need to wedge some more just in these bits here, and I'll do that by cutting in some wedge shapes, just to help firm it into position. Okay, now that is ready to accept our flowers. So the next thing, we need to get in with the foliage. Now for this particular arrangement we're doing a really vibrant one, but you can do them where they're all matching in tones, which we call harmonious, or you can do a vibrant one, and this one we're going to have oranges and purples, and it's going to look stunning. So I've got some foliage here, which is some peppercorn that I found here at the nursery, and I'm just going to separate it and just trim off the little stems, and it's literally a matter of stabbing it in. That's it. That's all you do. But I'm going to do this on the perimeter because this natural shape is to hang down, and I think that will be a bit gorgeous. So you can stab it in. Now, here's a really important trick or tip. If you stab it in and you change your mind, and perhaps you've stabbed it too far, you can't just pull it back out, because you'll have actually made a hole that there's no water connecting, or dampness of this thing connecting to the actual stem of the peppercorn. So actually you have to shove it in right to the depth of where you want it to go. And so if that's the case, and I just snap that one, you just go again in a new spot. Okay, so I'll continue doing that. It just frees you up so you're not holding stuff in your hand. To see what I've got. There we go. So that's some foliage to start. We can always add in a bit more. Next I've got some melaleuca here. This one's called Nessophylla, which is a really pretty mauve. I'm just going to start with the height that I want this arrangement to be. The other thing I should mention is I'm arranging this. This arrangement is going to be looking at from all the way round. But if, say, you had a spot in your house that you wanted to sit it up against the wall, then you would have it taller at the back and shorter at the front, and that's a different type of arrangement. But this is going to be seen from all over. So you can just see that by placing, that one needs to go there, by placing this foliage, one more, just see by starting this up, you've got a nice framework happening. You can see it happening as we speak. Next is some ageratum. So really enhancing this purple colour. And I'm just stabbing it in basically from all the different sides so that it's even. Helps to make it look really full, and this just is great because it just breaks in a sharp spot, which is good. Now every now and then it's a good idea to turn your arrangement just to make sure you're being even on all sides. Things I've used as containers in the past has been terracotta pots, baskets, mugs, big coffee jars. Okay, this is looking quite lovely. I think we're ready for some roses. Let's start. Oh, look at that purple. Look at this red, orange one. Wow, nice long stems as well. So you can see how this is going to be really, really vibrant. So, cut the rose to the stem length you think you're going to need. We're really aiming to have everything come out nice and rounded. Another tip for arrangements is you generally have the bigger, wider, more open flowers along the lower points, and then they get to pointier and bud-like at the top. Now, if I was doing a handheld arrangement, this is one stem, so that would be kind of cool. But because we're popping it in here, I don't want to put in this one stem, so we get lots of little roses here. So that's a bud, so that goes in the top. Stem, so I'm going to pop that right in the middle. Get a beautiful hit of colour there. And you can see, just by adding that opposing colour, the opposite colour of purple, you're getting this really vibrant mix. Okay, keep going with another. What a gorgeous amount of choice I've got. Once again, we're going to turn it around, make sure we're giving attention to all sides. And you're layering it in. Already looking stunning. And we really have only just taken some peppercorn leaves and some melaleuca and a few roses. Alright, let's start with some purple roses now. And what an amazing choice we've got. My goodness. This is going to look stunning. And hello, vibrancy. And because it's a big one, I'm going low with it. Wowee. Turn it around, make make sure and it's good too if you've got some roses that actually naturally want to just gently relax down, because this could be an arrangement that is on a higher shelf in the house, or perhaps it's on the kitchen table, and when you're in the lounge room you can actually see it because you're sitting at that level. There's just many variations where this will work. So this is a slightly less open one, so I will pop that in the middle. Oh, I've got some lovely buds on this one, so this is going in the middle. Oh my goodness. This one's got a bit of hanging about it. So towards, oh, got a spot for you just there. Look at that. Alright, we're doing well. Some more purple now. Into this side. Oh, lovely bud. Look at that. There we go. Oh, I'd like to leave this one with its nice side stem. Oh my goodness. Oh, see how now I can recognise that I'm missing some foliage just here. So just get that beautiful. Oh. Now let's just see if we've neglected any sides. Yep, could still go with some more. By now your hand would be starting to hurt, so that's another reason why it's a really good way of doing a large arrangement. Just see a spot just in here. Goodness, I think we're nearly there, but we'll have a bit of a look. We could do this all day. There's so many roses here. Ooh. Let's have a look there. Oh, see this little spot here of foliage? Have that little check. Now, I know roses look amazing on their own in a big bunch, but sometimes when you put them together with something as spectacular as this, you get this really vibrant mix together, which is absolutely stunning. The next thing I will do is actually fill this up with water, because remember at the start I found a bit in the middle that wasn't quite wet, and so I'll actually fill this container with water, and then it will soak into the florist foam, and then the roses, this will last for a good 10 days in this container if you top it up with water every day. So I hope you give this a go. It's really interesting. The only limit is your imagination of what can go together.